Yo, what's up, traders? First off, I want to say I hope you all had a wonderful New Year's. I wish you all the very best for 2026. And yeah, without further ado, I have some tips I want to give you to start off 2026 hopefully on the right foot. I've split them up on technical and psychological tips. So yeah, let's just go over them. The first technical tip from me to you is keep it simple. I see so many traders trying to overcomplicate things, working with so many different indicators and stuff. Right now, I'm currently working on a strategy that just is on one pair, one time frame, super simple, and it's like right now it has like a 70% win rate with a 1 RR. It's my previous video if you want to check it out. But yeah, like my overall, I've been trading for 2+ years, and ever since the start, I was an advocate of keeping it simple because the chart can only go basically two ways. All you need to do is find a few confluences that tell you there's a more likely chance it's going down or it's going up, and you trade accordingly. So I've always been a huge advocate of keeping it simple. So for instance, tips like just use one time frame or use one pair or just use stick to one strategy. Stuff like that can really help whenever things feel super overcomplicated. Yeah, just something like that. Keep it simple. Quality over quantity. Whenever you see like the sort of results from prop firms, like whenever you see the data of the traders, pretty much all the time, the traders that trade more are the ones that often are less profitable than the ones that trade less. And what tells you that? That tells you that quality over quantity is most of the time the play to go for. Um, if you basically my best trading periods were the trading periods where I did only like 3 trades a week or something, and those were the weeks I was mostly profitable. And then the weeks where I wasn't as profitable were the weeks where I started sort of over trading or like forcing things and doing like 10 to 20 or even more trades in one week. Um, and I think a lot of people notice that themselves as well. Basically, just go for like the higher quality setups in your strategy. Forget the lower ones. Opportunities will come and come and come. So don't force it basically. Another tip from me to you is zoom out, sort of like a helicopter view. Even if you have a strategy that's basically on one time frame or like the lower time frame or whatever, I would still urge you to just at least check the higher time frames. A lot of strategies actually use the higher time frames as well, but even if you don't, just check the higher time frames. Just see what sort of the market is telling you. If it's actually like screaming, like if the daily and the weekly time frame is screaming, uh, for longs, right? Like a huge rejection, then probably on the lower time frames you shouldn't look for sells either, right? Like it will be pretty much counter trend. You'll probably have a lower win rate than what you would have had when it was actually also on the lower time frame or on the higher time frames bearish, right? So yeah, I urge you to also just check out the weekly, the daily. Sometimes even I started checking out the monthly as well, just to get like sort of an overall bias. The 4 hours really good as well. Um, and the last one is the trend is your friend. That's just based of my own sort of trading. Um, I think a lot of people want to catch sort of the perfect spot, right? They want to catch this or this, like be the guy that perfectly predicts sort of the big move, right? But the trending market that is just basically really smooth going like this is probably easier to trade than a choppy market or whatever. And all you need to do realistically is if you find a market like this, all you need to do is find sort of the lower highs here. You don't have to be perfect with it. All you need to do is this, and then like short position, you can enter it here, and then you sort of enter, like stuff like this. Just works for me in the past and still. Yeah, the trend is your friend. That's basically it. Oh, I'm spoiling. All right, so over to the psychological tips. Never risk more than you're okay with losing. That's one of the sort of pretty much all traders have over risked in the past, and you know that feeling whenever you're in the trade and it starts to go a little bit against you. it starts to feel really bad because you know, oh shit, I should have risked only 0.5% or 1% or whatever. And you're actually risking double most or whatever, and it's mostly due to potentially like over trading or like already being in a psychological not ideal scenario. For instance, I don't really trade whenever I'm tired. Whenever I'm like it's early morning, I'm tired, I just don't open the chart because I'll get urged to trade, but I'm not in the right mindset yet. I might make mistakes like over risking or whatever, and those sort of things really stick. Like they really mess up with your mental. If you're risking what you're okay with risking, then losing the trade isn't too bad. Like whenever I trade, I know, okay, I'm risking right now it's 0.5% on the 100k account, and I know, okay, it's okay if I lose it. Like uh, it's perfectly fine. I'm okay with it. So yeah, that works really well for your mental. One loss is normal. A tilt spiral is optional. This is something that I do. I tend to only take one loss a day. If I lose, then I'll walk away and I reset, because otherwise you like most of the time your next trade is going to be worse than the first trade, just from like a psychological aspect. You're not on the right mindset, not as you were the first trade. So it's best to in my opinion to stick to one losing trade. Of course, if your strategy is very like, a lot of trades a day, that is possible, then I would still sort of maybe get like a hard number of like maybe three trades, maybe three losing trades, or like three losing trades in a row or whatever. But maybe find yourself a rule that works in your strategy that's actually tells you to stop, because otherwise you might blow accounts. Like a lot of people in my community, I've heard from them, they started over trading, over risking, losing accounts because they just had one bad day, and that basically just deleted like a whole 2 weeks of good days or whatever. Just one bad day in tilt can ruin like your whole month or whatever. So don't let that happen, basically. um, the last one, stick to your plan. You've also probably already know the feeling whenever you don't stick to your plan, whenever you're actually in a short and you think, oh wait, it's actually going long now, and I'll switch, and then it actually goes short, and your original TP would hit. Now your stop loss got hit, and you start sort of, I don't know. Like for me, those are the moments that I started over trading and stuff in the past. Like that is such a mental hit, because you were right originally, but for some reason you spontaneously stopped sticking to that plan, changing it, and then the original plan was valid. Well, that's so much worse than originally just having a plan and losing that trade. That's so much less fucked up for your mental, basically, for me. Um, so maybe for you as well. But sticking to your plan, I would urge you that's a good thing to do. So yeah, those are basically my tips. If you like this sort of content, leaving a like, subscribe, and comment is very much appreciated. Let me know how your 2025 has been and what your goals are for 2026. I would love to hear it. I also have a Discord with a lot of like-minded people, slowly growing, and yeah, you're very much welcome to join, and we can chat, and I can share you my strategies and stuff, and we can just talk about trading. I love talking about trading, as you can probably tell. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you all have a lovely, well, I don't know when I upload it, lovely day. All right, thank you so much. Bye bye.